Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we take a peek behind the corporate curtain, and let's just say this company might be trying to pass us a few extra shares of something. Today we're diving into a filing that tells us about a company's decision to give out more stock. It's essential for us to understand how this could affect both the company and us as potential investors. Stick around as we break down what this means. And before we get started, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you are subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we can chat more about these filings. So what we have here is a current report filed on the 22nd of January 2026. Think of it as a heads up filing for important stuff that has just happened. The company we're looking at is BKV Corporation. They're incorporated in Delaware and have a stock ticker symbol of BKV on the New York Stock Exchange. They're also identified as an emerging growth company, which means they get some leniency on certain reporting rules. The key takeaway from this report is about their equity and incentive compensation plan. Basically, BKV Corporation's board of directors, with the backing of their compensation committee, approved an updated plan for giving out stock and other rewards to their employees, directors, and officers. This update, called the A&R 2024 plan, as amended and restated, was made official on the 22nd of January 2026 through a written consent from a major shareholder. This shareholder, Bamboo North America Corporation, which owns about 66% of the company's stock, gave their okay. The board had already approved it back in December of 2025, but it needed that big shareholder nod to move forward. So what exactly does this updated plan do? The most significant change is that it increases the number of company shares available for grants by a whopping 25,000 shares. This means BKV Corporation can now hand out more stock options, restricted stock units, and other performance-based awards to its employees and top brass. These awards are typically used to attract and keep talented people and to align their interests with those of the shareholders. The plan covers various types of awards, including stock options, appreciation rights, restricted stock units, cash incentives, and performance shares. To give you some perspective on the scale of things, as of the 20th of January 2026, there were over 96 million shares of BKV Corporation's common stock issued and outstanding. The shareholder who agreed to the plan, Bamboo North America Corporation, held over 63 million of those shares, which is indeed about 66% of the voting power. This means their decision alone was enough to get the plan approved under Delaware law and the company's own charter. Now, even though the main shareholder already approved it, the company still has to follow some regulatory steps. They'll be filing an information statement on a Schedule 14C with the Securities and Exchange Commission, and they'll also send this information to all shareholders of record as of the 20th of January 2026. The new plan won't actually become effective until at least 20 days after this information is sent out. It's a bit of a waiting game, ensuring everyone has the chance to be informed. Now let's talk about what this all means. On the surface, this looks like a fairly standard move for a company that wants to incentivize its employees and leadership by increasing the pool of available shares. BKV Corporation is signaling its intent to use equity compensation as a key part of its strategy. This can be a good thing for shareholders if the company grows and the stock price increases, as more employees will be motivated to contribute to that growth. It is like giving everyone a piece of the pie they're all working to bake. However, we also need to consider the potential dilution. When a company issues more shares, the ownership percentage of existing shareholders decreases, assuming they don't buy more shares. In this case, with 2.5 million new shares potentially being granted, the impact on existing shareholders will depend on two things: how quickly these shares are actually issued and what the company achieves with these new grants. If these grants lead to significant performance improvements and a higher stock valuation, the dilution might be well worth it for everyone. But if the company doesn't perform as expected, existing shareholders might find their stake in the company has shrunk without a corresponding increase in value. It is also worth noting that the company is an emerging growth company. This status offers some advantages, but also means their financial reporting and governance might not be as robust as more established companies. This is something to keep an eye on as they continue to grow. We don't have detailed financial tables in this particular filing, but the primary story here is about future equity awards, not past financial performance. Looking ahead, BKV Corporation's success will depend on how effectively they deploy these new equity awards to drive innovation and profitability. We'll be watching to see if these grants translate into tangible results for the business. The key opportunity here is retaining and attracting top talent to fuel growth. The main risk is that the dilution from these new shares doesn't lead to a proportionate increase in value for existing shareholders. Alright, that is our breakdown of BKV Corporation's latest filing. What is your take on companies increasing their share pools for employee incentives? Do you see it as a positive sign of growth or a cause for concern about dilution? Drop your thoughts in the comments below if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord community in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, see you next time.